everybody! Today I am going to be showing you how to make Funfetti Cupcakes. They are essentially vanilla cupcakes with vanilla buttercream and lots of colour and sprinkles, and they're just really super fun and scrummy. Let's go! Okay, so you will need for the actual cakes 2 eggs, free range large, 125 grams of caster sugar, 125 grams of butter at room temperature, and 125 grams of self-raising flour, which you can sieve. You will also need these amazing sprinkles. These ones I actually got from eBay because some of the supermarkets don't really stock brightly coloured sprinkles. So I basically went on the hunt for the most brightly coloured sprinkles I could find, which always make Funfetti cakes look way more fun. You'll also need bicarbonate of soda. You'll also want some vanilla extract. This actually says Zoella's vanilla extract. This actually got sent to me. This isn't my own brand. And you'll also want some whole milk, which is chilled. For the buttercream, you are going to want 335 grams of sifted icing sugar. And you're also going to want 150 grams of butter, unsalted, again at room temperature. Also going to need a little bit of milk and a little bit of vanilla extract. Equipment that might come in very useful is a spatula. Almost forgot what this was called then. This is just a silicone one, really very handy. I also have 2 mini spatulas, which are actually the most handy thing ever because they can really get in around kind of these areas when you're trying to get stuff off. A ice cream scoop or a cookie dough scoop. This is the perfect size for the amount of mixture that you need to put in the cupcake cases I found, so that is what I use. And I also have a wooden spoon that says Zoella's Signature Bake on it. I just thought this was cute and I kind of wanted to use it because it got sent to me and it's just awesome. You're also going to want a disposable piping bag. I've just found that these ones are way easier than cleaning them out, and you kind of just snip the end and pop the nozzle in. This is a metal nozzle and it's an 8-star nozzle. Trust me, it makes the icing look epic. One other thing that is also extremely helpful when making cakes is a KitchenAid, a blender, a mixer, whatever you want to call it or whatever you've got, or you could just use your trusty wooden spoon and a bowl. Either way, it's absolutely fine. It just means, you know, you're working a bit more muscle if you do it the harder way. I'm going to take the easy route, plus it's copper and I love it. First thing you want to throw in the bowl is the butter, so that's goes straight in, lovely jubbly. You're also going to want to set your oven to 170 degrees C just before you start baking. It's always good to be prepared. Now it's time to add your sugar, so you just pour that into the mixing bowl. A little bit stuck in the bottom. Don't want to be missing out on any of that sugar. Next with the flour. Ching ching. Your 2 eggs, which I am going to crack into the bowl before in there, because if you get eggshell in there it becomes a lot more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to add the eggs in. Okay, you want to add 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1.5 tablespoons of your whole milk. Look how cute this little thing is. And you want to flip it down, and you just want to start off slow and then work to a medium speed. And just using my spatula, making sure that all the ingredients are kind of off the sides and just nicely mixed, really. Next bit is the most exciting bit, which is where you actually bring your cupcakes to life a little bit and make them Funfetti cupcakes, because essentially all they are vanilla cupcakes with little bursts of colour in, and what happens is the hundreds and thousands melt in the cake mix whilst they're in the oven, kind of leaving these little pockets of colour, which is what makes them so exciting. So you can kind of decide basically how much you want to put in. I haven't really put a measurement to this because some people could really want to go to town with the colour and some people might just want to add a little bit of colour. So I'm leaving this completely up to you. I am gonna just see how this goes. I'm gonna see what this looks like and whether or not I need to add any more. Let's see. So I would say I'm ready to start putting them in the cupcake cases. I'm using a mini spatula to clean my spatula. What is my life right now? I'm like Monica who has like the mini hoover to clean her hoover. You're gonna wanna line your tin with your cupcake cases. I always like to use a muffin tin because I find it gives the cupcakes a bit more structure. I have used the traditional cupcake tin before and they kind of spread out massive. So weirdly, you get more neat small cupcakes in a muffin tin and larger, more strangely shaped cupcakes in a cupcake tin. I don't know, maybe I'm buying the wrong tins. Either way, I'm using a muffin tin. And I'm using these cupcake cases, which I bought from a baking website, and I just feel like they are perfect for Funfetti cakes because they're so colourful and actually match my dress, which was what I was going for if I'm completely honest, because I am that lame. Now it's time to put your mixture into your cupcake cases using your trusty ice cream scoop or a spoon. Now it is time to put your cakes into the oven for around 20 to 22 minutes. You basically just want them to look a little bit brown on the top and be bouncy to the touch. So farewell my little Funfetti cakes. And now it's time to start on the butter icing. Ooh yeah. So for the butter icing, you want to get your 150 grams of butter and pop it back into a clean bowl. Now the trick with buttercream is you need to really mix it. You want to beat the butter for a good 5 minutes before you add any icing sugar in so that the actual butter turns kind of like a white colour. It's just a lot less yellow basically. The butter is super creamy and it's gone a lot lighter in colour, which means it's ready. And now it's time to add the icing sugar. You kind of want to just add like a third at a time, I would say, and you want to sieve it in. I've already sieved it, so I'm not going to do that. It's like dry ice. Tastes delicious. Okay. Just coughed all over my cake. I'm going to turn this on a low speed, otherwise you will get a cloud of icing sugar in your face. Add a bit more. Whoa. And you just want to mix this for a further 2 minutes until it's all really combined and looks super creamy. Now you want to add the milk, so you want 1 or 2 tablespoons depending on how your mixture looks. At this point your buttercream looks quite thick and we want it to be a little bit thinner, so this is where we add the milk. I'm going to start with 1.5 just to see what that looks like. And I'm also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then whisk that on a low speed and gradually build it up. Once you're done mixing, your butter icing should look something like this. Now for the super fun part where we use the piping bag and put more sprinkles on top. You can put the sprinkles in the buttercream if you really want to, but I didn't want to. I thought that would be crazy amount of sprinkles, so I'm just going to ice the cake just with a plain vanilla buttercream and then sprinkle the sprinkles on top. So you want to get your piping bag and you just want to snip off the end so you can slot your nozzle down. So I'm going to go to about there. Pop it in. And there you go. Fold the bag over. And you want to start spooning your buttercream into your piping bag. I also just want to stress how important it is to let your cupcakes cool completely before you do this, because otherwise the buttercream starts to melt and the butter and the icing sugar separate and it does not look pretty. So leave them until they're cold. Bring the icing bag back round and twist it. This bit is always a little bit tricky. I make a right old mess here. Okay, so this is the super fun part where you get to ice your cakes and they look good, touch wood. Always start on the furthest side and work closer to you so then you don't end up messing any at the front. Once you've done 3, you want to put your sprinkles on because you want to do it whilst it's still wet. I'm just putting more of the buttercream into the piping bag. Starting in the middle and then working your way around that middle one, up on top and pull from the center. You just want to leave the cupcakes for a while so the buttercream can set a little bit, and then you just want to present them so that you can give them to all your friends and family, or if you're having a party then they look quite cool. So I'm just going to dot them around here. And there are your finished Funfetti Cupcakes. I think they're just really good fun and they also taste delicious. So let me know if any of you found this useful. If you want to recreate these, then be sure to tag me on Twitter and Instagram, and then I can see your beautiful creations. It is only right though that I try one and that we see the inside, because I know you're all desperate to see what it looks like. They taste amazing. Look inside. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you want me to do more baking videos, and I will see you again very soon. Bye! I'm gonna take all these with me. Ciao.